So, it's great to meet you both. As I said, I'm Noam Ebner, and I appreciate your asking me to help you and be your mediator in this case. Now, let me give you just a short introduction to what mediation is. I know I spoke with each of you on the phone with a brief description of the process, but I just want to make sure that you hear the same thing so that we're all on the same page here. The first and most important thing about mediation is that I need you to understand that I'm not a judge. I'm not here to make decisions for you. I can't tell you what to do. In fact, if anybody makes any decisions here in this room, it's going to be the two of you together. Okay? That's the wonderful opportunity that you have in mediation, is that you can decide how you want to map out the rest of your lives rather than have someone else decide that for you. Now, of course, I can help you both to talk things out between you and to figure out just as best as you can what will work for you and what you both can live with and want to live with. But I cannot and have no desire to decide. I have no interest in whatever it is between you being settled one way or the other. I really just want to make sure that you have every opportunity to discuss your issues and to give a chance to working them out between you and having you come to a decision about the rest of your lives. Now, just as reaching an outcome is your business and your decision and your voluntary action, it's very important that you both understand that the process is voluntary as well. You both agreed to come here of your own free will, and I'm glad that you did, but I'm not holding you here. If at any point you feel that your interest would be better served by leaving this room and leaving the process, and maybe you're trying your luck somewhere else and taking it to court or whatever it is that you see your alternatives are, that's absolutely your decision, and I absolutely respect it. I think it's very important that you know that not only will anything we say in this room, I will certainly keep it to myself and not tell anyone about it. But if we continue this conversation and do not reach an agreement, and one of you or both of you decide to abandon this process, none of the things that we have talked about here in this type of process will ever reach the courtroom in the type of process that might follow. And more to the point, if a judge would ever call me to ask me, well, you know, come testify, why did they say this, why did he say this, why did she say that, I'll plead the fifth, figuratively speaking. I will not answer those questions. As far as I'm concerned, everything stays in this room. The two of you can agree what you want to do with different types of information, but I will not bring anything into either a courtroom or any other, any other forum. So as I said, the door really is open in that sense. Of course, should you reach agreement, that would be great in the sense that you can form a contract between you, have a binding contract. Should you choose to, we could even take it to the judge and have the judge sign off on it, and it will turn into a judicial decision and become doubly binding in that sense. So we have kind of a range of possible outcomes to this case, and I hope that you'll do your best to find the best outcome for yourself. Before I ask you if you have any questions, let me just tell you a bit about what we can expect today and to see in the process. I asked you to set aside a 3-hour window, which is kind of what I've found is generally necessary to get a process going and started in situations such as this. Right now, we're here all together, and pretty soon I'm going to ask you to tell me your story and what brought you here, and we will all hear the story that is told and all hear the different opinions that will be aired. If either of you would like to spend some time with me alone in a private session, or if I feel the need to clarify or to touch base or to check in with one of you, then we might hold sessions in which I meet first with one of you separately, and then, of course, have the same private session with the other. And of course, it goes without saying that anything said to me in one of these private meetings will not be, leaked into our joint sessions, of course, without your permission. I'm hoping that through that mixture and in general through the mediation process, we'll find a way to make both of you as comfortable with the decision-making process as possible, in order to allow you to reach the best decisions that you can. So that's what I have to say at this point, and I know that is a lot of information. Do either of you have any questions? Good. So let's get started.